Hello, my name is Mike. I've got the '94 Bronco Eddie Bauer edition. This is a short video, show all the features and show the truck running and get a little bit of the close-ups. Truck's overall pretty good shape. I've had it for about 3 years now. If you're wondering about the Bronco bumper, it actually had a homemade kind of a makeshift bumper slash brush guard, and yeah, it was pretty horrible, and it wasn't really functional at all. And it was on a hinge, and I just got rid of it, and I never really got around to getting the front bumper for it. But as you can tell, nothing's smashed up on there on the front. This thing wasn't in an accident or anything. Does have the 351 Windsor V8. It's fuel injected. It's got brand new tires on it. It does have a couple rust spots. There's one right here, and it's not rusted all the way through, but it's pretty much almost there. And this quarter panel, which is usually where they rust the most, this one's nice and clean. It's missing the tire rack on the back. Looks like the previous owner probably backed into something with it and just caused this dent here, which is probably why it's missing. But this truck's in pretty good shape overall. Here's the second rust spot there. Previous owner, looks like they put a dent or scratch in there, and it just kind of started the whole rust process. But it's still pretty tight. And walk around this other side here. Paint's clear coat, a little bit peeling, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. I just put brand new headlights on it. I just did new rear springs on it too. It's got the actual F250 springs on it, which will make it a nice, stiffer ride, which might be better for off-road, but it's really good for towing. And you can tell that the fuel tank is in pretty good shape. I've replaced it as well. Alright, let's go inside here. It is the Eddie Bauer edition, so it gets all of the features. From the factory, all these worked, but some of them don't. Power side view mirrors work, but looks like I have the key on here. Yeah, this one's working, and on the other side there's working. Power window works. The right side doesn't work though. And another window that doesn't work is the back window, and it's just because the switch is broken. And I actually have the part of it in here. But just the contacts are all corroded on it and broke. I don't know if that'll focus. But I mean, these things are actually relatively pretty cheap. I was just jerry-rigging it with a screwdriver because I don't very rarely use the back window. But on a positive note, cruise works. It's a really strong V8. Automatic transmission works great. Trying to think. The console doesn't light up anymore, but it does occasionally. I don't know what's going on with that. It just shows you the temperature, and I think there's a compass on there too. But interior of the truck is in pretty good shape. The seats were a little worn, so I put seat covers on it. There's some tears, but they're pretty comfortable seats. I mean, you can't tell that they're damaged or anything underneath the covers. But the carpet's in pretty good shape. I actually shampooed this thing not too long ago. Of course, I've had it taking it hunting with me a couple times since then, and lots of room back there. This seat folds back. And you get a full bench seat back here, which is not in the best shape, but it's functional. I think it just probably needs a good cleaning. But it's nice to be able to fold this thing down whenever you want some extra room in the back. But let's start it up. It starts right up and no trouble. Actually just put a new starter on this. I forgot to put that on the list, but that's my recent upgrade for it, or fix. Put a new starter and did new battery cables and battery terminals. And it's got a fairly new battery in it. I think it's only about a year old or so. The truck, runs and sounds great. And I do have that ABS light on, and that is because the front sensors that go into the hubs, they were snapped off by a previous owner, and I never really spent the money to replace them, but not a big deal. Obviously ABS is probably not going to be working, but I mean, this is mainly my hunting truck, and I use it for in the winter when we got inclement weather. And the SRS light blinks, and that could be a number of things. I haven't really tore into it either. It could be a vacuum leak in one of the air hoses that supplies the SRS system, and it could also be in the clock spring here, the steering wheel. But I haven't tore into it, but it should be a relatively easy fix if you're concerned about it. It doesn't burn oil. I think I average about 14-15 miles a gallon on this thing, which is, pretty decent for an engine this size and the weight of this truck. 4x4 works great. I forgot to show the. I didn't put on Craigslist either. It's got brand new Warren locking hubs on there, and they work really good. I haven't had any trouble with them. I've taken it off road a few times. Went on a bird hunt with my dad, took it through a muddy field, and 4x4 handles absolutely great. Tires have a ton of life on them because I literally just put them on like 1,000 miles ago, and 4x4 works great. I can go ahead and engage it so you know it works. Just gotta set these on lock. And then push button, and there you go. Heard it click. That was a 4x4 module kicking on, and you've got 4x4, and it works absolutely wonders. This little thingy comes up every now and then, part of dust cover. But yeah, I'll go ahead and pop the hood. Smells nice and healthy. That whine you hear is just a typical power steering whine in these Fords, if you didn't recognize it already. But, back here and here, it does have a slight tick with an auto exhaust leak, but back here it sounds nice. That exhaust tick down here. Not a big deal. Alrighty, well, if you have any questions, just shoot me a text or an email, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. I just put the truck up for sale about 3 days ago, I believe, and put it on Craigslist, I think yesterday, the day before. Got a lot of feedback, so if you're interested, please let me know. I got a few people that are trying to arrange time to come down and check the truck out, take it for a test drive. Well, thank you very much.